Hi, I'm Sporek, and today I would like to show you my collection of Spice and Wolf stuff. Space and Wolf is one of my favorite anime, one of the three favorites. Other ones are Steins Gate and Full Metal Alchemist. And I discovered Space and Wolf 10 or 12 years ago when I was sick. I had a flu. I think it was autumn, and I was looking for something calm to watch. And I discovered the cover of the anime, because it was the anime that I discovered first. And I checked the opening, and it was the opening that made me watch the whole series, because it was very melancholic, nostalgic, and you can feel that even though the main hero is the wolf girl, everything else is not fantasy at all. It was very grounded, very realistic. And the first thing I will show you is not the manga that is based on the novel. It's this thing. And what is it? It's a stick that you can smell when you are sick. And I remember smelling that when I was sick back then. And still, when I even open that and smell that, I feel like I'm there 10 years ago. This smell reminds me everything. Okay, the first real thing I would like to show you is the manga. I remember that it was the first manga I pre-ordered, and it was being published for quite a long time. It looks like that. Oh, I realized it's upside down, because you can, as always, take off this cover that is colorful. And you can also see not colorful cover underneath. We'll quickly assemble it again. The art style, it's good, but different than the original novel illustrations or the anime. I prefer the anime art style, but it's quite good. I have, of course, every issue of this manga. I will show you some of them. And when you combine all of them, it's very colorful. So even when you're not reading it, it looks pretty good on the shelf. And I think there's 16 of these issues. And it's pretty heavy when you hold it at once. But I'm really glad I have every of them. I remember pre-ordering it, and with the pre-order you got some bonus stuff, and one of the bonus stuff were pins. First was this one, the second one was this, and it means keep calm and eat apples. I've got coupons to make my own pins, because they stopped sending the pins with the manga. So I made the third one by myself from the anime. And also I've got the poster that was attached to the first issue. It's pretty nice, but I remember losing that and it turned out I had it hidden in one of the bigger books. The next thing I can show you are the two Polish magazines with the cover with the Space and Wolf. Yeah, here you can see the review, or maybe something like a presentation of the manga itself. And it's quite a long article, a few pages. I will show you the thing I'm very proud of. It's this thing. And it was the first thing ever in my life I ordered from Japan, from eBay. It's all in Japanese, and I don't understand everything, but I will learn.
Hi. Well,
But it's not a problem for me. it's still pretty good to just even see the illustrations. And I love the visuals. It's like a whole compendium of the lore of this world. It's about the novel, it's about the manga, even about the anime itself. You can see some stuff about the history, even the recipe. I want to make that recipe on one of the videos. It's my plan since I bought this book. So I will do that soon. But the most important thing here are the concept arts. I loved sketches, concept arts. It's the thing I love the most about every book like that. Or you can see the glimpses of the anime. And even it's the only book you can have if you are a fan of this anime or the franchise even. Except of course the books or manga if you want to read it. But you don't have to buy any merch except this book, or you can even see the glimpses of the game, because it's the compendium of everything. You can even see the figurines here, like here, but these are the old figurines, so now there are plenty of more that are not included here, unfortunately. And of course the new anime finally was released, and it's not included here as well. But it's a really good book regardless, and I'm proud of it. And it was byte used for pretty cheap, but it looks like new, so I can believe that. The next thing I will show you is the second book. It's like the art book from the artist who drew the manga. It's like some illustrations, sketches from the manga, from the covers. I really like to have a book like that, but with the illustrations from the novel. And unfortunately I don't have the novels, because they were not released in my country. But now, because I know the English better than I knew 10 years ago, I think I will buy them one day. Another thing I would like to show you is this, and I'm also very proud of it. It was the first thing I ordered in French Amazon. It's the French box with the anime Spice and Wolf, and it's a pretty good edition. And I also bought it used. As you can see, it's a little dirty on the box, but it's okay. And it was quite cheap as well, in comparison to the new ones. You can see it here, and it's in Japanese and in French. Unfortunately, it's not in English, and I don't know French, but I know this anime pretty well. So I don't need subtitles, and I will know Japanese someday, so it's not a problem. It's more like a motivation to learn the language. And inside you can see lots of good stuff, like the cards from the artist that made the illustrations to the novel. They are pretty good and on a hard paper. And also you can see the book, that is like an art book and an encyclopedia. It's like a small version of the previous book I showed you before, but a bit different. And it's all in French, but it's still pretty good. You can use the translator. And I really love the boxes of the anime. It looks beautiful. You have the DVD and the Blu-rays here. And even the discs are like the piece of art here. It won't be a lie when I say that it's one of the most beautiful DVD or Blu-ray box I have in my collection. The next thing I will show you is something I dreamed about for many years. It's the game for DS, Nintendo DS. I really wanted to buy this, but it's in Japanese, so I wouldn't know how to play that. I didn't have DS, so I even couldn't play that. And the last thing, it was pretty expensive. But fortunately, Destiny wanted me to have this, because I've got 3DS, so I've got a console I can play this on. Someone made a fan-made translation, so I can play that in English, and I could finally afford to buy this. And I will show you the reason why I wanted to have this. It's this. It's exactly like from the manga, anime and the novel. It's where the hero have her wit. And when you press it, it makes sounds. And it's amazing, I didn't even know that it makes sounds. So it's like a surprise for me. There's also the soundtrack. Even though I bought it used, the soundtrack is still in foil, and I don't have a heart to unfoil it yet. And there's of course the game and the instruction for this little bag. And inside the box is of course the game. Here there's a cartridge, some codes that are probably not valid anymore, the booklet with the instructions, with the manual, and it looks pretty good. Colorful instructions with nice illustrations. And yeah, I'm pretty proud that I've managed to finally buy that. Maybe I will show you how it looks like on my pink 3DS. It should work fine without any problems. I bought this 3DS used, of course, like everything, because it was cheaper. I took the pink one, but unfortunately someone cheated on me a bit, and there's a hole in the screen, or rather a dead pixel, but it's not visible that much. Okay, and here is this game. And I really like that this game has the full voice acting from the anime. And the music is also very good. Speaking of music, I would love to have the soundtracks from the first anime and the second season as well. But it's still a bit expensive, so I will have to wait for that, but I really like to have this. I really like this edition. And I like the sizes of the 3DS boxes as well, because they are very small and square, and it looks pretty cute. And speaking of games, I also have the 2 episodes of Spice and Wolf VR game, but it's on Steam, so I can't show you the physical version of it. Unfortunately, I would love to have it, and probably there's an art book from this game, but it's very expensive, so I won't buy it. Okay, the last thing I will show you are the figurines. The first one is this one. It is based on the cover of the first novel, and she has a wit in her hands behind. You can even take it off, like that. It's from the pop-up parade series, and I pretty like the figurines from them. I have also a few more from them. I love this figurine, and the last 2 figurines are probably bootlegs, so I won't focus on them for a long time, but they were cheap and they were one of my first figurines, so I need to show you that anyway. I think it's a bootleg because you can see some weird stuff there, but for a bootleg it's pretty good. But I don't want to encourage you to buy bootlegs, because it's not fair for the creators. But yeah, I bought them cheap. So yeah, even the price should make me realize it's a bootleg. This one is for sure a bootleg, but it was my first figurine I bought, so even I had to screw in a screw to make it even stand on the stand. With the original one, it wouldn't be like that, and the colors are pretty washed out. From the distance it doesn't look very bad, but it's not like this one. This is pretty great figurine, one of my favorites, and even one of my favorite things I have in my room. The last thing I will show you are the art I made. Of course, there's this painting I made, and you can see the time-lapse from the painting process on my channel. It's the acrylic painting, and it's made on this like linen canvas. It's probably not linen. It was pretty hard to paint on it because it's pretty hard surface. I'm pretty proud of this painting actually. The only thing I didn't make but I wanted are the eyes, but I couldn't make the eyes as detailed as I wanted to, so I think it's much better without it, and I'm pretty proud how it looks. And the second is the pixel art I made probably 10 or 12 years ago. You can see it on the screen right now. Yeah, and I think it will be all. For sure I want to expand my collection in the future. I think I probably will buy some figurines from the new anime, because they are not expensive, but you have to wait like a year for them. And of course, my biggest dream is to have the soundtrack from the first and second season of the anime. Maybe I will buy it, but for now I need to have money in my pocket, so I can't afford spending that like I want to. But who knows? I hope you liked that video. I wanted to record this video for a pretty long time, but finally I managed to make it. And I found a good way to have the camera above my things, so it's better in the picture, so it's easier to present stuff. I have a few collections like that, so probably in the future I will show you that as well. By the way, I didn't watch the new anime yet. I wait until it will be all released. So far I like the style. It's a bit different than the previous one, and this new style is more inspired by the novel, and I hope they will make every novel, and they won't stop in the middle like the previous time. I waited for that, I don't know, 12 years to watch the third season, and there's no third season yet, but who knows. The thing I really love about even the new one is that they have the same voice actors for the main heroes, so that's pretty good. Okay, I wish you a good day. I will stop the video here. Bye.